a warm morning into the afternoon now, and as a result of that, Jörg Kapol, the director of the International Ski Federation's cross-country division, has had salt put out on the course, and his report just a few minutes before the off, which happened a few moments ago, was that it was in really hard and good condition, and he expected it to hold up right the way through to the end of the race. One important piece of news: Germany's Evie Sackenbacher forced to pull out this morning with some inflammation in her foot, and obviously that's a disappointment. And looking ahead to tomorrow's 50-kilometer race, Dario Cologna of Italy, the World Cup leader, the Swiss star, he's been forced to retire from the race tomorrow. He's just feeling the fatigue and is going to go home, rest up, and try and retain his lead in the overall World Cup. But here's Mike with an update as they went through 3,750 metres, the end of the first loop, Mike.
Well, it's all about Finland, first, second and third, almost as if they're holding the field back. Muranen leading, followed by Saarinen, Ropinen in third, but certainly not a disadvantage for Johaug and Steyr.
Steyr and Johaug, Saarinen in there, still longer. KOWALCZYK with the red hat and that familiar dark strip, but also in there Riitta-Liisa Ropinen. We haven't talked about her, Mike. I mean, she is a skate expert. That's what she does, and this could also be a race for her. But interestingly, Mike, in that leading group of a dozen, in there, Medvedeva for Russia and also Zavialova. 8 seconds sort of covering them as they come into the stadium at the half distance.
Well, Charlotte Kalla just looking further back down the track at 13.95. It was 22 seconds. KOWALCZYK, there she is in black, bib number 2. We saw her in the double pursuit, just leaving the right timing to go wide and take the lead, take the gold medal in the double pursuit. Ahead of this girl, Steyr, here in red, bib 6.
KOWALCZYK is one of the best all-rounders, not just individually in any distance, Mike. The thing that really impresses at me as Medvedeva takes to the front is KOWALCZYK's ability. She is a better skater these days, and I think probably her parents are now becoming quite excited. Her mother, Janina, who's a teacher, her father, Joseph, brother Tomek, who's a doctor, and she's got sisters Viola and Ilona, and they, I think, will be looking to see whether Justina can get this second gold medal.
This is Saarinen. She was looking unstable. She was getting in the way of people. She's panicking now with a broken ski pole. She has to make contact very quickly, close this damage down.
That was pretty risky by the serviceman there, because he came right across Mariana Longa.
Now the rest of the pack need to react to this if they want to try and make some impression or create some damage on Saarinen. Well,
that did no favours whatsoever to young Teresa Johaug either. As you can see, completely stopped in her tracks, momentum gone, and Riitta-Liisa Ropinen of Finland taking full advantage and going up into the front 4. Mariana Longa there, almost inconvenienced, and here you can see what's happened, Mike, as a result of all of that. That's where you need a coach to give you a shout and tell you what's going on behind.
Absolutely. I'm not sure that the leaders were aware of that incident, but Saarinen now, it's all about trying to close this gap. If she doesn't close it quickly, it's the end of her challenge for another gold medal.
Now, interesting, Ropinen in 4th place there for Finland, just shadowing KOWALCZYK. Medvedeva's dropped down into 2nd place, and it's Steyr who leads the way, and SHEVCHENKO just trying to join on the end here. She might well just about get there. It was 10, then it was 9, and now it's 5 with almost +1 to make 6.
What can Saarinen do? This is going to be the ultimate test of her ability to... I think she's going to make it back. Saarinen is totally and utterly pushing the pace here. If the leaders look back and just try to press now to get rid of Saarinen, it's their only chance, I think.
Riitta-Liisa Ropinen looking pretty good, and there's Saarinen going through, and also Ariana Follis, who's been shadowing her pretty well the whole way. And maybe Follis has got to make a different decision, because Follis, if she's waiting for Saarinen to connect and she doesn't, her chance, whatever that may be, will have gone. Medvedeva just has a little look over there. Lisa Ropinen goes silver. KOWALCZYK in the bronze medal position. Then it's Steyrer over on the left there. It's Shevchenko. Right, it's Teresa Juhaug. And what a race now. And now KOWALCZYK starts to get involved again. Juhaug, she is known as the Duracell rabbit. Got the most fantastic engine, that young woman.
It's all about tempo now. Well, look at that Saarinen. That's a very impressive performance. She's back on this lead group already.
And has she brought Ariana Follis with her? Not quite, Mike. Ariana Follis just a little bit off the pace at the moment. She couldn't mount an attack from there. And look at Shevchenko put in the effort. On the near side, Shevchenko now in just about 5th place. And Follis's rhythm just at the back there, it's stuttering, it's staccato, it's not fluent, and she's finding this pretty difficult. And Mike, the biggest problem for Follis is to stay with them on that final big climb.
And then the second problem, how do you get through this pack? Saarinen's managed to get out, well, quarter of the way through the pack with 2.1 to go.
And Mariana Longa's chances there, she is number 3. Her chances evaporating now, as Justyna KOWALCZYK goes to the front. And this is what we expected, Mike, as you approach the last big climb, that KOWALCZYK's going to be in the firing line. Medvedeva with on her inside the Norwegian Teresa Juhaug up there, and Saarinen. What a race.
Fantastic race. Follis, we mentioned Follis, she looks smooth. I know she becomes a little detached on the hills, but she seems to pull that back on the downhill segments, the flatter, the easier segments. And into the finish, you've got to say that Follis is going to be one of the most dynamic in the last 400.
Juhaug is absolutely amazing. You have to remember, Mike, she's 20 years of age. In Sapporo, when she was 18, she got the bronze medal in that 30 classic race. She was junior world champion in the mass start over 10 kilometers freestyle. She also got a 5 kilometer junior world gold, and that was only in 2008. I mean, she is just amazing.
She's outstanding. And there's Medvedeva, 32-year-old. Well, she's in 4th position now. When Medvedeva went to the front, it slowed down a little, and that allowed Saarinen slightly easier chance to make contact with the lead group again.
Yeah, don't worry, it isn't snowing. That's just snow coming off the camera track. And there you can see Aina Kaiser Saarinen and Rita-Lisa Ropinen, Mike, still, you know, she's still there or thereabouts, wearing 10, just drop back a little bit. And Shevchenko alongside her. Saarinen now beginning to gather herself, I think, to make sure that she's in the right place at the right time. So here we go. This is the last big climb, and KOWALCZYK's about to apply pain.
Prepare for pain, they certainly all are. They know that the black suits at the front, she covers so much distance, the tempo isn't as much as well. Certainly Juhaug behind her. We might even see a break up this hill, David. The pressure is it's damaging the rest, and once again Saarinen, she loses the 3 seconds on the climb. Shevchenko's deciding to go wide.
Yeah, again, a very good power to weight ratio, Shevchenko, and beginning to try and get into it. Medvedeva, and just look at the way they're racing here. Justyna KOWALCZYK has got them bent double.
She has. What a pity for Saarinen. You know, the energy she used from picking that ski pole up to pulling the group back. I'm not saying she's out of it by any measure at all, Saarinen, but look at KOWALCZYK.
Yeah, she's just stormed away and has now opened up, 5-6 meters. Now, the important thing, Mike, is when she gets to the top, she's got to really take all the pace that she's got and come down that side into the downhill, because there's one more dip and climb before she gets into the stadium.
She is amazing. For Justyna KOWALCZYK to apply that much pressure, it's destroyed the rest of the pack. So clearly she's in first, but can her legs keep her stable round the tight bends?
But look at that advantage that she's opened up now, and here comes Juhaug leading the chase from Medvedeva, Shevchenko, and then it's Kristin Styrer. And if KOWALCZYK has gone for good, Mike, that's the gold medal decided. But look at the way that wearing bib number 7 there, Shevchenko wants this World Championship medal. It's one of the things that she's never achieved, but this would be vindication for her. And KOWALCZYK looks as if she's just started the race.
Beyond belief, the strength of this woman is quite phenomenal. To apply this much pressure, this much pain on the rest, and it's absolutely hurting her.
But this is exactly what she should do. That is professional racing, because she's completely disheartening the rest.
She totally is, and look who's detached now, Saarinen. I thought she might be able to stay with this group, but her earlier pace change after the ski pole snapped, it really has damaged her.
Well, Valentina Shevchenko has gone into the silver medal position. Evgenia Medvedeva has actually taken the 3rd position. Then Styrer, who's got past Teresa Juhaug. Maybe all those exertions and unrhythmical attacks by Juhaug are beginning to take the toll as they come round now and drive up now towards the stadium complex. They are not going to catch Justyna KOWALCZYK. The Polish flags are waving, and everybody knows that there's going to be another double gold medalist at these World Championships. She won the pursuit, the final 100. This is what you want to see if you're a racer. Nobody in front of you and all your fans around you. The great thing now is the sprint for the finish for the places here, and there are 4 of them going for 3 places behind. KOWALCZYK, she takes the gold medal in the 30 kilometers. Who gets the silver? Medvedeva and Shevchenko. Also Styrer in there. Medvedeva takes the silver for Russia ahead of Kristin, ahead of Shevchenko, and then Styrer and Juhaug are left out of it in 4th and 5th, and Roppinen 6th.
Whoa, what a race. Juhaug and Styrer, they did so much of the early pace. The first 21 kilometers, they were barely off the front, and that's what's kept them off the top 3 at the end.
Well, I tell you what, that's good news for the Russians. There is Evgenia Medvedeva. Well, the bronze medal in the Olympics. Now she's got a silver from the Worlds, and Shevchenko has got her first ever World Championship medal. Sorry, I'm croaking a bit, but actually, you know, Mike, I mean, to work for so many years, and it has been for Shevchenko, to get that medal, I mean, that is her gold medal.
It's just absolutely brilliant. And look at that. She had enough strength just to raise her hands across the line, and the legs, the whole body is completely drained for KOWALCZYK. Well done, Medvedeva.
Well, Poland have now got 2 gold medals and a bronze medal, and they owe it all to Justyna KOWALCZYK. Here's the finish here. You can see Medvedeva and Shevchenko coming across the line ahead of Juhaug and Styrer. And Medvedeva absolutely delighted, because she and Shevchenko, well, lifetime's ambitions, well, certainly partially achieved. Obviously they were going for gold, but at least they're on the podium. And look at this for sportsmanship. That is really nice to see. Finally, I've cracked it. And you know, Shevchenko's been around for a lot longer.